Greetings, my name is Siobhan. Welcome to my channel. I want to take a moment to talk about the current energies that are coming through for the July 13th solar eclipse. So I've been taking notes at least for the last 48 hours. So what I want to say that I feel coming through most strongly is expansion in the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra. And the reason why these two particular chakras are expanding greatly at this time is really kicking it into gear, heart-focused creation. So this energy right now is all about creation, focus, creativity, intention, and transmutation, understanding the power of your focus. I did share a video clip on my channel about being aware of your focus. Awareness is key. Please go back and listen to that if you have not listened to it, as it also contains a message from Archangel Metatron. If you truly understand what it means when it is termed that you are a creator, it is that you are adding or creating by the focus of your thoughts. So if you're creating with your thoughts, you are adding to an energy. Now, there is an old story or example, I read like years ago. And I want to say it was like maybe even Native American like symbology. But basically, a dad or a grandpa was sharing a story with his son, and basically was talking about feeding either the white dog or the black dog, light energy or dark energy. And one of the dogs are going to get bigger. So whichever dog you feed the most, whichever side of you feed the most is what's going to be dominant and dominate your emotional guidance system and dominate your vibration and your creation. Because whatever you are creating, whatever you are experiencing is coming from your thoughts. That is why it's been so important for the controllers to control our collective thought patterns. This is the purpose of the culture. This is the purpose of systematic belief systems and even trying to control the holidays. I think what people fail to realize is regardless of who established what or the truth behind it, it is the dark ones and the controller's sole purpose to control the energy surrounding it, no matter what system it is. Every system, including the monetary system, at its essence and original creation, because original creation is love, they were all love. Now, many systems, just like on the third dimension, like everything else, has been perverted. That does not make it bad. It means it needs to be restored, changed, or healed. Just like if you've listened to my other videos and listened to my aura sessions, this process of transmuting, alchemy of energy, is not about getting rid of, destroying, or pushing away lower vibrational or dark energy. It is about healing it, because all energy is part of you. That's why we push it away, because it's uncomfortable. We don't want to experience it. We don't want to acknowledge it. This is called shadow side or healing. Doing your shadow work, healing your inner child, things like that. So the dark ones, including the Dracos, reptilians, archons, all this, everything is energy. It's all part of you on some level. So that is why we are here to heal it. We heal this one, firstly, by healing ourselves. Then you learn how to heal or teach others to heal. So basically, you want to become aware of your thoughts. So one video I watched was by Magenta Pixie, where she was talking about positive distraction, even distraction. So basically, we are aware that there is negative distraction by the dark ones, TV, television programs, entertainment, all this stuff. These things are not in itself negative or bad. unless it becomes out of balance and it controls you, same as your ego. Your ego is a tool to be used by you, not a tool to use you. So if you are ran by your ego, you are out of balance and you are not whole and functioning at your fullest potential. So once you become aware, awareness is the first step to healing. You have to be aware that something is out of alignment. You have to be aware that you could be doing better. You have to be aware that there's a better way to do something before you actually make the change to do it. So once you become aware and understand the distraction or anything you want to learn or master, your addictions, your limitations, it ceases to have power over you. This is very big in addictions. If you simply shift your focus, you will gain control over whatever it is you feel is controlling you. Whether there's distractions, addictions, limitations, anything. Become aware, decide what you want. If you no longer want to do this habit or this addiction, don't focus and fight the addiction or the habit or the distraction. Simply shift your focus to something else that you would prefer to do that is more healthy, that is more heart-centered. As you shift your focus and you become aware, you will more than likely, it'll be an easier time to stay on your path. So I want to talk about so I mentioned the distraction. So I want to give an example. So my daughter and I went to Kings Island on Wednesday. It's an amusement park here in Ohio. Prior to going to the amusement park, my oversaw actually spoke to us about healing and transmutation wherever we go, including Kings Island, including big places of large populations, the mall, the grocery stores, when you're driving. So transmuting. Once you become aware, you naturally do it, especially if you are an angelic. If you are angelic, you transmute. Now, we transmute on different levels. But if you consider yourself to be an empath, that might be better to understand. A lot of people understand what an empath is. You can feel other people's energies. The reason why you can feel them, this is a tool to assist whosever energy you're feeling to transmute it. So before we become aware, before my oversoul was able to explain this process to me, I would feel sometimes people's confusion, negative energies, especially in the crown chakra, even if people had neurological disorders. And then, of course, I could feel things other places. Usually I would feel in my body. The reason why you're able to feel it is so that once you become aware of it, you can start healing it. So you basically just, it's more of a visualization or just an awareness that you're taking in energy within your body at all times. An angelic within their body has a system where they can transmute it and heal the energy within their body and transmute it to light and love to return it to source. So basically, the energy you're bringing in, you're like a filtration system, an energetic filtrating device. You're breathing energy in, air in your body at all times. That's why also you want to go back and review the videos where I actually spoke about breathing, because there is a way and a process to breathe where you filter the oxygen, the energy back to your pineal gland and even down through your chakra system. So when you're breathing this energy in at all times, like once you get used to it, it's natural. It's just that we've been programmed not to do it or not taught about it, so we're not aware of it. But any energy or air you're taking in, you are cleansing within your body, especially if you feel someone else's pain. And that is so important if you just get an instant headache, to know this is not your headache. This is whoever is close to you or talking to you. So even if you're listening to them talk, you want to take a moment, just keep breathing it in and know that you're transmuting it to light and love. Just the awareness or knowledge, I am transmuting this energy to light and love, and you'll feel it it'll start easing up. So whatever you're breathing back out has already been cleansed. It's all light and love. And through the system, you know that the negative energy has been converted and sent back to source. So this is more of a visualization and a knowing, but you will feel the change in your body. And then that other person actually will start to feel changes as well. Now, if they are guided to, they might be guided to you, if it comes up in conversation, to seek additional healing services. However, you can at least start healing their energy just by coming into contact with you. You can actually raise their vibration by doing this. So that's one. So basically, when we were at Kings Island, we were told ahead of time. The next time we go to Kings Island, because it's one of our just summer places that we go, to start radiating love, to start transmuting energy. Every breath you take, you're transmuting that energy and sending it back out. You can actually, depending on what's easiest for you, like what you want to visualize, some of the higher dimensional beings, even the elders have spoke of using love balls, imagining, you can imagine water, stardust, you could plant etheric flowers. There's so many different things you can do, honestly. You can just imagine love bubbles. You can encapsulate whole roller coasters. I did a lot of this. And you can actually call in the angelics and say, hey, I need you to go through here and do this with me. There's a lot you can do. It's amazing. But even if you are planting these ideas, sending these waves of love, they stay there long after you leave, especially if you plant etheric flowers, vibrational flowers, energetic flowers of love that give off love and transmutational energy. And another thing I love about Source is they always give you confirmations. They want you to know and trust yourself and know that what you are doing is working and that they know and they are helping you. So one of the rides, we were actually in line for the, which one was it? Okay, I could picture it, but I forgot. But we were in line. And the lady standing right behind me obviously had been there yesterday. And she was talking to her friend. She was like, can't you feel a difference in the energy today? And she actually said it felt weird. And I kind of giggled to myself and received the understanding. That's because they don't even know what love, light, healthy energy feels like. So it often feels weird when certain people feel it, but they can just tell it's different. So, but yes, receive the confirmation out loud that the energy was already feeling different from yesterday. So you can totally change the energy anywhere you go. You can add love, light, energy to anything, to your phone, to the internet, to the TV. You focus enough and you can run that energy through the electrical system. Like we talk about the archons, the AI archons, all that stuff, and they're in our electronics. Learn how to send love, light, energy. Flood it through those systems. Call on the archangels to assist you and help you. I'm getting information on how to do these things, but you can also, we're all connected to the same source. And our imaginations are so different. That's why I say sometimes it depends on what you want to imagine. That's good for you. It might be more fun for you. I was given one process where I'm imagining mowing grass. And I'm mowing and transmuting, whatever energy I roll over, I'm transmuting that energy. I'm really not into mowing grass, so I imagine something else. Which mowing grass is totally awesome if that's what you want to do. Either way it goes, it gets the job done. But one thing that I have noticed is that the positive distraction. That was a positive distraction to experience fun, relax, have fun with my daughter and her friend. And her friend's actually an angelic. So actually, if you pay attention and if you're aware enough, you're serving multiple purposes. So I'm actually assisting, and my daughter's assisting in healing her friend and teaching her how to be happier. Because actually, from the time that I met her, I have experienced or noticed a shift in her energy and how unhappy she was versus how happier she is now. Is she still living in the same situation? Yes, she is, and that's okay. But that's what she's there for, to also transmute the energy in her home. Once she becomes open to these sort of things, when guided by Source, we'll start teaching her some of these things. But you don't have to always teach people directly. Just wait till when they're ready. The Source will tell you when people are ready. But that was a very positive distraction. We were able to have fun and actually still be working in our areas and doing a huge service for ourselves and others at the same time. So, but one of the best forms of protection is radiating this love, light energy. Another example, my daughter, now this was probably a month ago, went to the mall with her friend. When she came home, now I have the children like around and do different things, but I've been teaching her how to transmute and radiate love. Because when you go out, if you're not like radiating love, light energy, and lower vibrational beings or entities, energies sense you, because they know they can sense us and they know where we are and things like that, they might jump on you. Like she actually came home with a lot of negative energy on her. So my son was able to see it and let me know so that we can start healing it and transmuting it and removing it and setting up extra transmutational, I guess you could say, devices in our home, all purely energetic or whatever. But, and I had to sit down and talk to her and tell her how this happens because they sensed her and she wasn't radiating or protecting or doing anything. So they jumped on her. But if you are radiating love, light energy, for one, they'll either avoid you, or for two, if they're ready to be transmuted, then yeah, they'll still come to you. So that was another thing that I recently learned, I believe, listening to Crystalline, is that yes, the law of attraction, no, actually it was during an aura session, thank you. It was actually from an Andromedan spirit guide. I think I just posted that one. And if not, it's on one I'm going to post today. But it's on the aura session with Earl. And the Andromedan said that, yes, like attracts like. Negative attracts negative, but positive attracts all. As a healer, you attract all because the energies are looking to be healed. They want to be restored to light and love. The only ones that don't want to be restored are still in confusion or fear. They're still in confusion or fear. And then even sometimes, like especially during an aura session, even if you can work through it to encourage them to return to the light. And then a lot of times they'll thank you. There was one during a session, I think I mentioned this before because it was so beautiful. This is actually during one of Aurora sessions where it was a male energy or a male entity that did not want to return to light and love initially. But then when he decided to do it, he was so thankful because he actually had been gone so long, his family was waiting on him. And he was very thankful that he made that decision. So as you start radiating, like once you ascend to the point where you are radiating love and light, and it's just natural, it is pretty much a sign of, it's one of the indications that you are moving, or that you are ascending, of course, but you are likely at a fifth dimensional energetic state at this point. When you are shining and radiating like bright as a star, your crystalline body, I believe Magenta used diamond sunlight body. So we are doing crystalline body upgrades. That is something that we will likely start doing soon. It's somewhat in progress. It was recently something I was actually just shown to do. So we'll be working on that to assist people in their crystalline body upgrades. Let me see here. So like I said, I've got like just little notes everywhere, but you can change the frequency of anything. This is what I want you to understand as a creator. If you don't care for it, if you don't like it, you add the positive energy of what you want it to become. Just for us to keep maintaining this focus on the problem is not doing anything but maintaining the problem, because you're adding your energy to the problem. If you become aware of a problem or a situation, start thinking above it. Think of the possible solutions. Think of what comes about in whole, healthy, healed states from whole, healthy, healed people. Even when I was listening to the last Crystalline video, and I'll share that one in this message here, he was laughing that we would even think that like world peace is such a huge thing. He's like, you've got so much more coming beyond world peace. Like, I've known for a while, yes, we're going to have world peace. We're not going to have a third world war. So as soon as we can assist people to move out of their fear energy, and the best way to do it is not to go knock on everybody's door, not to go talk to everybody, not to make everybody understand you or believe you. You start believing it. You believe it. Because you add to the energy of the collective consciousness. And those that are of love and light-minded, healed heart chakras, especially as an angelic or a starseed, your energy is greater than others. Your light energy is greater than dark energy, period. But that is why the controllers they've been doing a great job. I mean, we should pat them on the back maybe. But they've been doing a great job in maintaining the status quo and the control and the chaos. So how can you be mad at them and angry at them and hate them and you're operating in the same energy? You have to heal them, but you have to heal yourself first. If you are still operating in separation, you are still operating in lower vibrational energy. You need to elevate your energy. You need to raise your vibration. Your raised vibration is one of wholeness, one of acceptance. Healing is the process of accepting all and choosing best. It is not necessary to condemn anyone. You choose the best. All of its energy, there's some aspect of them that is the same as you. So you condemning them is not doing anything. However, you understanding, you being aware that this person is not healthy, this person is not whole, this person needs healing to their heart chakra, this person likely has entities influencing them and tormenting them every night when they're trying to go to sleep. That is called having compassion and understanding. Understanding that if you think too much, you probably have entities tormenting you as well. Healing is the answer to that. I did not like how much I used to think, how chaotic my thoughts were. I actually thought, like, especially when I was younger, I thought I was a pretty nice person, which on average, yes, I am, I always was. However, when I started paying attention to my thoughts, I realized I can do a lot better with my thoughts. I can do a whole lot better. And so once you become aware, you start making the changes. Once you become aware that thinking is an addiction here on this plane, you start making changes. My daughter actually told me, like, since we've been doing these healings and stuff, because she's had an aura session as well, that she no longer has the chaotic thoughts or the constant thinking and the back and forth and, and she said it's peaceful, but she's not even sure if she likes it because she felt like, honestly, the negativity or the entities were like helping her to be creative at some level. She was like, because basically, like, she writes a lot. So she loves science fiction, horror, and some other things like that. So she felt it was adding to her creativity, but, I just encouraged her because that's a change. And there's no point in thinking, well, that's weird, that's strange, because the majority of humanity are possibly not going to do that well or need some time to make this change that we are undergoing, moving to the light and love, because healthy doesn't even feel normal. Healthy does not feel normal in this paradigm. They don't want it to feel normal. Everybody's got an ailment. Everybody's got an issue. Everybody's got a disease. And I know you've seen people sit around and talk about how bad their diseases are, how bad their situation is, who's got the worst life, who's got the most dramatic story. Everybody wants a dramatic story. And sometimes when you find peace, it feels kind of boring. Well, then you got to tap in and get in alignment with Source. Start doing your mission. There's actually a lot of energy and excitement with flowing energy. One of the things I like to tease people about, especially when they're just absolutely not interested in meditating, when you channel energy or flow energy through meditation, when you're grounding, when you're getting different uploads, sometimes these energies feel so great and blissful. Sometimes they feel like energetic orgasms. Sometimes that's the only way to motivate them to even try, is to say, hey, sometimes it feels like an orgasm. You know, it's not all the time, but who knows? Maybe, depending on how much you practice, maybe it could. I'm not sure. You know, every meditation feels different for me, depending on what's going on. So, and I've got a few more notes here. This is already going on 30 minutes, so let's see if I can kind of wrap it up. So basically, your imagination is your eternal portal to self-source, into other dimensions. If you want to travel, go within, get in touch with your higher self, your oversoul, your spirit guides. And please, I know I've said this multiple times, if you are communicating with ancestors, be sure to use discernment. You have to discern the words they are using, the energy they are giving off. Are they ascended ancestors? When you're speaking of earth ancestors, ancestors of your bloodline, many of them are earth origin. Many of them have not ascended much. The majority of them have never even traveled off of the planet Earth. If you are an angelic, all life comes from you. You are the ancestor. Star seeds, you are the ancestor. The star seeds are the ones that seeded this planet. Speak to ascended ancestors, love light ancestors. Not anyone threatening you, not anyone telling you you have to do this, you have to do that. Not those that don't have your best interest at heart. And always include your spirit guides and your angelics. Ascended ancestors become spirit guides. And the reason why this is so important is because you have lower vibrational beings, you have archons, you have Dracos pretending to be ancestors. And when you can't feel energy, when you have not practiced healing and discerning and healing your heart chakra to know what love feels like, you cannot discern a lower vibrational energy from a high vibrational energy. It takes practice. At least listen to the words they're speaking. Lower vibrational energies and entities are always putting you down, making you feel bad. Shame, blame, guilt, obligation, fear, like all these type of lower vibrational energies. Anything shaming you is not of love and light. So, one of the interesting dreams I had recently was of the masculines. There's a dream I had, and it was this week, where the masculines were sitting in a circular fashion, and baby dragons were appearing to them. And they were black baby dragons. The black ones are usually for the feminine energy. And usually when a dragon, and they do it multiple ways, but one of the ways they heal you or provide wisdom to you, or, provide you a download, is they will blow their energy or their essence into your face, or into your third eye too. But the baby dragons were appearing to them, but the egos of the masculine, their egos is just like, these can't be dragons. They were totally rejecting that they were dragons. And actually has started changing them to forms that they could accept. So a lot of them became like cats or dogs, like just, your average animals, in order for them to receive the energy or the upgrade or the information that they were being provided. So I thought that was really cute. My daughter said that actually reminded her of the mist in the Percy Jackson stories. So where they had the power to change animals if they couldn't conceive of them or accept them as true. And usually that's being rejected by the ego. So that was interesting. It was a cute little dream. So I think, I think I'm going to save some of this for another reading. So I think one of the last things I want to say, especially with the heart chakra, the solar plexus expansion, we are being divinely guided to create from love. So wisdom is knowledge plus unconditional love. So Cryon also spoke of a term called bridled wisdom, which is like a limited wisdom. This limited wisdom, which we think we all have, especially our, I guess you could say degreed or doctorate people, or the controllers, or the infrastructures. They believe they're very wise. Like even a lot of the sciences, like even my first nuclear physics class I took, carbon dating, I knew instantly that absolutely was not a fact and it's not a law. Like it's totally off, period. Which that's another discussion. But anyway, but knowledge without love is limited and contained. Absence of love, you're not wise. You're not wise. So you need to be guided from the heart chakra. Be able to receive knowledge from your higher self, your oversoul, the spiritual realm. If you pay attention to our true geniuses, like George Washington Carver, Albert Einstein, Tesla, a lot of them, they meditated, they had tapped into higher consciousness. They did not, I don't believe any of them attended college, university, or were taught by others, like where you had to pass their tests. Their information came from within. Now, they may have taught at university afterwards, but their information came from source. So, in order to tap into infinite knowledge of the Creator's source, you have to be healing in your heart chakra. There's layers to it. There's upgrades. There's expansions. The whole process. So I'm actually going to end with a short reading. So I'm going to put you on pause. Hold on here. Okay. So this reading is to help us to understand what's been holding us back from creation, from the heart, and basically changing our current paradigm or the systems. What's held us back in the past? Why has these changes not come forth, and what do we need to do to go ahead and make them? So what's held us back in the past? I have synergy, the green man, synergy. So this looks like an energy of being one with the creative source, one with Mother Gaia, one with each other, understanding that we're all interconnected and there's an energy that connects us all. So being out of touch, disconnected from this energy, this is what's held us back in the past. I would definitely encourage grounding, returning to being in tune and connected to Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is an energy that you can actually communicate with. You can communicate with the animals. You can communicate with the elementals. There are fire elementals, earth elementals, air elementals, water elementals. You can communicate with them all. And it's all energy, and we are all one. So this is what held us back in the past. Past. So you want to get out and ground. You want to get out and sun gaze. You want to get out and sit next to or hold, touch, hug trees. Seriously. This is what the natives did. This is what we did in our natural state when we were whole and healthy. So, let me see. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I read that too fast. So this is like the presenting issue. That's what the presenting issue is. So coming into synergy and into alignment with each other. My apologies. The next card, what's been holding us back? Harmony. Harmony. Being out of sync, out of balance, out of alignment, not in alignment, not in tune with source, lacking harmony, being in an energy of chaos and confusion. So this is what's been holding us back. All right, sorry about that. I hope you understand that. So this energy, this synergy, is the presenting issue or the problem, what we are addressing. This is where we're wanting to go, being in alignment. What's been holding us back, being out of harmony. And what do we need to do to bring this forward? Completion. Interesting. So actually we just had a new moon, and we're moving into, of course, a full moon. So coming into awareness, more intuition, more understanding, coming into a stage of completion, coming into a new cycle or a completed cycle. I believe with the energy we are in, they've been steadily guiding us there. And it's like cycles start, cycles in, cycles start, cycles in. So this is more of us awakening, more of us completing a cycle or a phase or ending one to move into another. So whether or not we are upgrading to a higher energetic perspective of self, or maybe we are closing our karmic cycles and awakening. So it just depends on where you are at. But this would definitely indicate some major energies and changes continuing to come forth as we move through these cycles and as we move into the full moon energy as well. So interesting. And what happens when we do this, when we accept our mission, when we start healing, as we start awakening, what's going to happen? Oh, so we got the shaman card. So we will continue to bring forth ancient healing wisdom. Healing wisdom. I believe this is symbolizing the love wisdom. When you unite the two, this is what's going to come forth. The true knowledge, the love knowledge, the ancient knowledge, the omniscient knowledge, the knowledge from source, directly from source. We will start, like knowledge is energy. We're going to start grounding this, returning this to Mother Gaia. As it's been kept hidden from many of us, our keys, our codes, our activations, our DNA has been kept on lockdown. However, they could not do it without our permission or agreement, which they usually got out of manipulation, coercion, and deceit. But we had to accept it on some level, these beliefs. That's why there's so much focus on the belief systems that are taught, especially as children. Because once you can lay those, like once you lay the foundations and the foundations are off, wrong, incorrect, lacking love, you're going to have an unsturdy whatever you build. Doesn't matter if it's a house, a building, a complex, it's not going to be sturdy. And it's not going to last long. All right, so the crystal that's going to assist us in this current transition, and I got the bumblebee jasper. Let me read that. I believe the bumblebee jasper should be about unity. It's definitely if you see, it's got orange tones and yellow tones. So it's like a sacral solar plexus grounding stone. Let's see what it says here. Bumblebee jasper, trust. Bumblebee jasper starling colors instill a new vibration. Okay. So the stone stimulates new projects, bringing you the message that you must have honesty in your life. You are a divine being with immense inner riches, holding the bright, energizing light of the sun. So yes, we're definitely coming into our crystalline diamond light bodies. You were born to carry out a specific task. Charismatic, you naturally attract people. You have inner strength and courageously go where others do not dare. Harvest your resources and put them to work to heal dis-ease. One of your greatest tools in your ascension process. Healing, and then discernment. Healing. All right, so triumph over the impossible. We can change this planet. We can change these systems. Quit focusing so much energy on what you don't like, what you hate, what's been destructive, what's been chaotic. Start harnessing your energy for the love, light, healing of the planet. If you see something you don't like, it's okay. What energy do you want to add to? Do you want to add to imagine, what will this world look like healed? Help bring forth. You talk about a new earth. You talk about the ascended earth. Someone's got to bring it forth. We have to bring it forth, and we do it with our thoughts. Everything comes from your thoughts. So what are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? Are you spending most of your time being angry? Are you spending most of your time being happy? Are you spending most of your time loving? Are you sharing? What are you radiating? What is oozing from you? I love you. I honor you. And I thank you for joining me today. Have a blessed day.